Hello students, today we'll be learning to create a new project in Scratch and we'll name the project as Stickman Dance. So we'll be creating a stickman who will be dancing. This is the name of the project at the top. Now we go to the backdrops. In the backdrop, we choose a backdrop from the library. I'll take an indoor backdrop. You can choose any backdrop where you want to draw your stickman dancing. So I choose an indoor backdrop and I take a theater. So this is my theater. I don't want the sprite 1 here, so I delete it. And now from the choose a sprite, I select paint option. I will be painting a sprite here. So first I use the circle tool to create the face of the sprite. You can change the fill color from here. You can choose any shade of the skin color. Then you can click the rectangle tool and you can create a body. If you want to move this rectangle, click on this select tool at the top. This arrow is the select tool and then drag this body appropriately. Now to make the hands and legs, I use the line tool and I draw the legs of the stickman and the hands of the stickman. Children, do you think you can duplicate this costume for the sprite here? This is the costume 1 for the stickman. In the sprite here, it's written sprite 1 and I will rename this as stickman. Now this is the costume 1. When I right click with my mouse, right mouse click, I get the duplicate option. On my keyboard with the laptop if I'm working on a desktop. But if you're working with the tab, you can long press with your finger on this costume 1 and you will get the duplicate option. When you click on duplicate, a same duplicate copy of the costume has been made here, costume 2. Now in this costume 2, I will use the reshape tool here. This arrow is the reshape tool. With the reshape tool, I can click and change the position of the hands, and also I can make this line that is the leg into a curve, right? So this is like one new position for the stickman's leg, and I drag this stickman a little down. Now I'll duplicate this costume 2, right click and duplicate. Now this is my costume 3. In this costume, I will move this hand this way on the waist, right? And then I will right click on the costume 3 again. This is costume 4. In the costume 4, I will maybe turn his second leg. Then I want to go back to costume 1 and duplicate that. It comes at the top, but I can drag it down, take it below and use the scroll bar to move between costumes. Now in the costume 5, I want to make his hands like this, and maybe legs can be like one leg can be sorry, if something wrong happens, there's an undo button at the top here. Just click on the undo button and then I'll shake his left leg. Fine. So these are the costumes that I want for my stickman. Okay, now let's go to the sprite area here. Its size looks little big, it's 100. So I'll make it maybe 75 and press enter. So this size looks good. Now I'll go to the coding for my stickman. So we begin the coding with from events, when the green flag is clicked, when green flag clicked command. After that, I want to start his position. The stickman should start from the costume 1. So I choose switch costume to costume 1. In the beginning, he should be standing straight. And then I want him to say something, maybe say hello for maybe 1 second. And then he should say, are you ready to dance with me for 2 seconds, right? So when I press the green flag, he's standing in costume 1 and speaking these 2 sentences. After that, I want to change his costumes. So for that, I will be using next costume. So right now he's on costume 1. If I add the next costume command, now he will go to costume 2. But I want that to happen repetitively. So from control, I will bring the repeat block and add the next costume inside. Let us run this project now. He says, hello, are you ready to dance with me? And you can see the movement of the next costume happening 10 times, but it was very, very fast. So what should I do? I should put a wait block inside the repeat command below the next costume and let it wait for maybe 0.3 seconds. So between every change of costume, it will wait for 0.3 seconds and then again repeat and go to the next costume. So this change of costumes is happening 10 times, that is costume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then again back to costume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to increase, you can always increase this to 20. And now if you want to run it full screen, now it will run for longer time. So the dance of the stickman will happen for a longer time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, that was 20 counts. So this is the way you program the stickman to dance. I hope you enjoy creating the costumes and using the next costume command. See you, bye.